Hey everyone, it's Allie and welcome to my channel and welcome to part 3 out of 5 of this whole ThredUp 200-pound rescue box experience. So hopefully you've watched the first 2 parts, but just a really quick recap. So about a month ago, I purchased 200 pounds of clothing from ThredUp. And just to kind of give you an idea of what that looks like, it does come in 4 50-pound boxes, which are quite large. The mailman probably hated me that day, but 200 pounds in this case equaled out to 376 clothing items, and I spent about 2 days going through everything, sorting out what I wanted to sell on my Poshmark, what I wanted to keep for myself, what I figured I would offer to my mom and my sister, and what I figured I would just try to sell for very cheap in bulk / donate. So what that evened out to is that I am going to sell right about 200 items, which is great. That was more than I was expecting. I have about 25 that I'm going to offer to my mom and my sister. I'm keeping 10 to 12-ish, still deciding on a couple, and then there are 140-ish items that are just still sitting in big boxes, and I had my husband list them on Facebook Marketplace for about 50 cents an item because a lot of them were still in really great shape. They were just items that I just was not particularly interested in selling, mostly because they are a little more out of style. But if no one is interested in buying that, I will just end up donating them probably in just a couple weeks. But the cost of goods turned out to be 89 cents per item, and I've gotten some really great items and I've already made a lot of money back. So if you do want to see what's sold quickly, and I'm not even done listing everything yet, do make sure to stay tuned until part 5. But okay, in this part 3, I've got 50 items to share with you. Part 4 will be the whole rest of the batch. And then again, part 5 is what has sold quickly, what I'm keeping, and what my mom and sister took. And these are all assorted. You know, I did not save the best for the last or anything like that. So up first is actually a pretty good piece. I was not familiar with this brand, and you definitely do get a lot of brands like that in these boxes. Not necessarily that they're super bad. They might just be a really small company or a boutique, and ThredUp doesn't know them, so they just don't even try to list them. But this brand I would recommend being on the lookout for. It's called Love and Confuse, and linen seems to be their thing. I think maybe everything they sell is 100% linen, like this dress. But this one did retail for $115. They do still have it listed on their website. I think it's a really, really pretty green color. This would be great for fall. Very cottagecore vibes. Again, 100% linen. It's a nice midi length, and this one is in absolutely perfect condition, so I love that. And another reason they might not have sold this one is because the size tag is not on the main label. Thankfully, it was on the interior tag, and I do believe that this is a size small. So yes, size small. Again, this originally retailed for $115, and it does seem like this brand does resell pretty well. So I did list this a bit high because many of their items that actually were originally cheaper than this one, maybe they were short sleeve dresses or just shirts, they sell for around $50 on Poshmark. So I would love to get between 50 to even 75 for this one. Okay, off to a good start, and now we have a Lulu's dress, and I think I got about 4 Lulu's dresses in these boxes, which is great for me because I love to sell that brand. This is a little bit of an older piece, and it actually is missing the lining, so that's the only bad thing. So I did make sure to disclose that when I listed it, but I think it will still sell for, you know, maybe $15 to $25 if I'm super lucky, probably much closer to the 15. But I love this print, and this is one that I will pull back out and take for myself if it is not moving, if it's not getting any interest, because I love this print. I love this cut of dress. I think it's very 90s, a good length, a nice midi length. Perfect to just throw a jean jacket on, and I've got a couple slips so I could definitely pop one on under this. This one I really debated on selling for a little bit because it really is just a tank, and I really would never sell something like this just because it's not very substantial. But this is a really pretty color for one, especially going into spring, and it is new with tags, Banana Republic. And it originally retailed for $30, and I was surprised that it did originally retail for that much. So I did just decide to go ahead and list it. Pretty easy to list. I listed it for $15, and I will for sure take basically any offer on this one. Because that cost of goods is so low, really on any of these items, I'm very willing to accept offers unless they're like really ridiculous on some of these better items. This is a blouse from Uniqlo, which is not a super expensive brand, but it does seem to have like a pretty good following. I feel like all my Uniqlo stuff does sell pretty quickly. It does usually end up with quite a few likes. And I think that this is a really pretty blouse. It's like a nice dark green and it has that little V cut there. I'm not a big like business casual kind of person as I'm wearing a David Bowie sweatshirt right now, but this is something that I would wear if I had to go to work, or I think this would be really cute to wear with like some distressed jeans, dress it down a little bit. But just a pretty good basic, you know, size medium. Here is a Madewell sweater, size medium. I don't tend to get a lot of Madewell in these boxes just because I think it does sell pretty well on their site. But this one did have quite a bit of pilling to it, and I did sweater shave it. It does still have some pilling, and I put that in the description. And I'll probably spend a little bit more time when I have more time going over it again. But I do still expect this to sell for probably around 20 to 25-ish, we'll see, because this was a bit of a more expensive piece from Madewell, and it is more recent. I think this is called the Lyle Henley cut. And I think this color is really, really nice too. But I believe that this one is either half or even a little bit more than half merino wool. This is a really cute one. I think this is from Lauren Moffat. There is that tag. And this is 100% silk, which is fabulous. And this dress, I don't know, I just love it. I love greens a lot. I think this is so, so cute. It does unfortunately have just some general wear, mostly to the top. There is just a little bit of discoloration, and I'm guessing the straps used to be a little bit more white as well. The rest of the body does look pretty good, and it probably would look really nice after a good dry cleaning. So I did still decide to list it. I listed many items that have minor flaws. I don't mind doing that, especially if it is a really high quality piece like this. I just always make sure to disclose it. But 100% silk would just be the cutest little going out dress, and from a really good brand. Pretty comfy casual dress here from a brand called Very J, which I've got before in some of these boxes, and it doesn't really get a lot of interest, but I did see pretty good comps for this specific dress. And I think it is just a really nice casual one. You could dress this up or down. Comfy, stretchy t-shirt material, but it does have that little knot in the front, so a little bit more flattering. And then the back is just plain, but it's in great shape. And this is one I probably would not have picked up at the store. Maybe at the bins I would have picked this up, especially after looking at comps. So many of the items that I'm sharing in these videos, I wouldn't spend, you know, $4+ on them, but I will list them since I have them, especially since the cost of goods is so low. This is a pretty cute blouse. Hopefully I can demonstrate it well. The straps are kind of funky. So the front is a little basic looking. It is flattering wrap style, but then the back is super, super strappy. I don't even know if you can tell super well, but it's kind of low. Got a pretty interesting design going on. You might get a weird tan with this one. This is from a brand called Finders Keepers, and it's an extra small. And this was a brand, maybe I've come across it before, but I wasn't really familiar with it, but it is a pretty good one. So you might want to keep your eye out for it. H&M, this is a size small. And I don't love to list H&M. I definitely pass on a lot of it, and I think I did throw quite a few just, you know, tanks and t-shirts and things like that in my bulk box that I'm trying to sell for very cheap. But this one I definitely did want to list because it's a really nice midi style. I was really pleased to get a lot of midi and maxi dresses in these boxes. Puff sleeves, buttons all the way down. It still does have its belt. So I think this will just be a really nice one for spring and summer. Probably won't sell for much more than $20 or so, but I'm okay with that. This is a dress that I did debate on for a bit because there's literally no brand anywhere. It's probably either from Amazon, or it might be like a Shein or a Romwe. But I think that the style is really cute off the shoulders, but then it does have like the tiny little sleeves there. And then it is like a maxi length, but it is pretty open in the front if you can see, and the slip only comes down like probably halfway up your thigh. So it has that very romantic flowy feel to it. And it is in pretty good shape. I think there might be like a little bit of discoloration on here, but I did go ahead and disclose that. Otherwise, for a white dress, it's in great shape. And this one, I would absolutely take literally anything that somebody offered me for it. All right, so I'll have to see if I can even hold this up the correct way. I was struggling so much when I listed it. Okay, this is not exactly right, I don't think. Or maybe, yeah, there it is. So this is a wrap style sweater, really low in the front, and then also in the back, really nice and chunky. Would be a great statement sweater, I think. Very, very comfortable. The main tag on this one is not there, but the interior tag says that this is from Francesca's, so probably retailed for like $50 or so. Francesca's is not super cheap, especially because this is like a thicker, chunkier knit. So I forget what I listed this for, maybe around 20 or 25 or so. Here is a top from H&M, and this actually is a kid's one, but it definitely would fit like an adult small. It says it is a US 14 years. But yeah, like I said, I mean, I feel like this would definitely fit an adult small. It feels like a really nice quality button down. Stars. I feel like I literally say this in every video that something is good for the 4th of July. But I mean, this is definitely good for the 4th of July. This is a new with tag Lush top. It is a size small, and this originally sold for $30. Just a great closet staple. I really like the texture on this one. Nice cropped, but like not too cropped fit. And of course, amazing that it is new with tags. I did get quite a few randomly black pieces from Lush that are all either like size small or extra small. So I did debate on just putting them all together in the same listing, but I did decide just to list them all individually because I'm always afraid somebody will like one thing in a listing but not other ones, and then they won't say anything and I'll just kind of have missed a sale there. And it's pretty much the same amount of effort anyway. But all that to say, if you do like Lush and you do like black clothing, I will have a lot in size small and extra small. Here is another one. This is Lush size extra small, a black tank. Just a really great classic. A lot of these Lush pieces are really wonderful basics, I think. I really like the style of this one. Nice and lightweight and in great shape. Calvin Klein sweater, size small. I believe this one is a wool blend, and there is a little bit of just kind of general wear, maybe like one snag and a little bit of pilling, so I did note all that. And I probably will take some more time later to try to clean this one up. But all the little beads are still there, and I think that this would be a really cute piece for Christmas time. And Calvin Klein has a following. I feel like a lot of my stuff from this brand sits for a while in my closet, but then a lot of it does sell for either full price or very near full price. Another Lush piece, this one is a size small, just a black blouse. It does have the ruled tab sleeve, so you could wear it more 3/4 or full length. Nice V-neck. Stretchy. It would be a wonderful basic to wear to the office or just kind of casually. Really cute jacket here. I love this color. Pink. I do love my pink. This is from a brand called Prima. It's a size medium. And this was one that when I first pulled it out, I was like, yes, awesome. It's in perfect shape. And it does look like it is in perfect shape at first glance. It's like a trench coat style. It still does have its belt on here. But then when I went to list it, unfortunately, I did see that there is some staining going on. So yeah, there are like a couple marks right around here. And I didn't try to get it out. I just really have not had the time lately to like get the stain remover out and everything. So I did just go ahead and list it as is and note that, of course. But if it's still sitting for a little bit and I've got some more time in the future, just like some of these other items, I will go back to it, maybe try to clean it up a bit more and then relist it. Another Lulu's dress. This one I absolutely love. Lulu's I think does run a little bit small. Usually I wear like a medium or large in dresses, kind of depending on how much stretch there is in the back. So if this one was a large, I would have kept it, but it is a medium and I love it. I just think it's like the prettiest dress ever. I also don't really have anywhere to wear it right now because it is a little bit dressier. This would be perfect to wear as a wedding guest, I think, but it's a nice maxi length. I think it's just gorgeous, but I'm not gonna lie. I did mark it up a little bit more than I would have normally. I think I listed it at 60, and I have sold a good amount of Lulu's dresses for like $40 to $50. So not too crazy, especially because it is a maxi length, but I would love to fit into this in a few months. And if I can, while I still have it, I'm taking it back. These are a pair of bike shorts from Brooks, size small. I did get a couple pairs of Brooks shorts. I had another pair in the last part. These are more spandex, like true bike shorts. The other ones were the same length, but were like a looser fit. But Brooks actually does do okay. Like, it's a solid athletic brand. So I was very happy to list these. Kind of a twofer here, but I did decide to list these separately. These are both quarter zips from Old Navy. They are the semi-fitted cut, and they're both size large. So this one is a nice gray, and then this one is a very pretty royal blue. And so yeah, I did think about listing them together, but then I thought they are pretty different colors. Like, I could see somebody really liking one or the other. So I did just decide to list them separately. And I think one person did put a like on both of them, and I created a bundle for them and sent them a good deal. Didn't accept it, but that's okay. So I'll just kind of keep an eye out if somebody does like both of those. Same with the Lush pieces. I really like this one a lot. I think this is fun. This is a vintage piece, I'm pretty confident, from a brand called Radius, made in Italy. And I didn't find that much about it when I did Google it, but it seems like a lot of their pieces were pretty expensive when they were sold. And I think that this is really a very cool vintage sweater, because I really like the colors for one, but also that cropped fit is very in. So I feel like some Gen Zer would make this look really, really cool. So I was happy to get this one. And there is no size, but I think it measured to about a small. Little romper here from Japna, which I'm not sure where that's sold, maybe one of the department stores. This is a size small. Love that it's new with tags. Just a pretty cute piece. Don't expect to get a lot for this one, but I do really love to sell my rompers and jumpsuits, especially this time of year. This is kind of a fun one, a band type tee. This is from just Misguided, so it wasn't too expensive originally. It is a size 10, and it's very, very comfortable, super comfy, super stretchy, has that kind of grunge lace-up detail, and it's got like a motorcycle and roses on there. So this would be really cute, I think, to wear with bike shorts. That trend is kind of out, I think, to wear the oversized shirts with the bike shorts, I've noticed, but I think it's still cute. These are some athletic shorts from Carrie Underwood's brand, Calia, I think is how you say it. These are a size small, and I forget the exact style name of this, but it is still being sold on her websites and wherever else that her items are sold. And I really like them because they're just like your classic black shorts, but then there is like a double layer detail, so kind of a little bit more feminine, almost makes it look a little bit more like a skirt. And I really do like her items myself because, like I said, with that, I feel like they are athletic, but then there is like a little bit more of a feminine touch to them. And I think that those retail for about $50, so I believe I listed them for around $25. These are some Shein jeans, and I just gotta tell you, Shein has a little bit of a following for their jeans. I would never ever recommend paying more than, you know, bins prices or maybe $2 or so for them. But a lot of times I have found that they'll sell for around $15 or so, maybe even more if they're a plus size piece. But these I thought were really trendy. Nice high-waisted black jeans with some distressing, and all of Shein stuff does have like a little bit of a chemical smell to it, but other than that, these are in great shape. And these are just listed as a small. I think they measured probably around like a 4 or so. Free People, We the Free, I think this measured like a size probably small because there is a bit of stretch to it, but I think it's really cute, kind of like a retro 90s look to it. And Free People always has that kind of like natural distressed look. There might be a little bit of more wear to the bottom, so I did note that. I said, I don't know if this is intentional or not, but overall in really great shape, especially for being pretty much white. Joseph Ribkoff, this is a size 10, really nice size there. This is pretty fun. Like, I'm not really into his designs very much, and I would not personally really want to wear this, but I do really like the colors. I like the mixed patterns. The buttons are quite glamorous, very shiny, and it's a pretty substantial piece from Joseph Ribkoff. I don't know why I cannot say his name, Joseph Ribkoff. And it is in really, really great condition, so that's wonderful. I had another piece from him from one of these boxes, and it didn't get that much attention, but then it sold for pretty much full price, I think, so that's kind of what I'm expecting with that. This is Forever 21, and I'm selling it because it is a good size. It's plus size, 0X, and I think it is pretty cute for like Christmas time or New Year's or, you know, just going out, whatever. It's a nice velvety cut, midi length, so I really do like this one a lot. Pretty gold. More Free People. These are really lightweight. These shorts are a size extra small. It's very dainty, purple, white polka dots, really cute kind of button detail, deep pockets. This would be great, man, if you lived in a hot climate. There's like nothing to them. This is a tank from Zanana or Zanana, size extra large. There is that tag. I see this brand a bit at the thrift stores and I pretty much never pick it up, but I have sold it before when I've gotten it in these boxes, and I love that it's a size extra large. And this is an extremely comfortable tank. Kind of a flattering wrap cut, and yeah, just so stretchy and comfy. This one I was really debating on keeping, and I might keep it for myself if it doesn't sell quickly. But this is an Everlane mock neck blue sweater. I love this one because I feel like it's just a really nice length where it would hit you at a very flattering spot without being too cropped. And I'm sure that this one ended up in here because there is no main tag. But thankfully the internal tag was still there, and I love that they put that it's a size medium on the inside. Absolutely love that. But Everlane has a great following. It's definitely one of my favorite brands to find. Holds its value decently well depending on the item, and usually does sell pretty quickly. I'm surprised that one hasn't sold yet. Universal Thread, size medium. This is new with tags, was originally $25. I think it's just a really cute blouse. Love the colors, very prairie, very cottagecore, would be perfect for fall. Very much my style, very much my vibe. Parker, I'm not sure what size this is, maybe like a small or a 4 or something like that. But this is a very pretty cut, I think. I really do love the colors. Parker is an expensive brand, but I just find that it doesn't get a lot of interest. And I think I have at least a few other pieces from Parker that have been sitting in my closet for quite a while. So I did still list this, but I'm not expecting it to sell quickly or to get very much for it. But I do think that this is a gorgeous dress. It's very happy to get these. These are Levi's wedgies, size 28. And these are made with the premium denim as well, so that's always wonderful. It's funny because I actually just got a pair of, I think, these exact jeans in the same size in the denim box that I recently purchased. And these, I was really disappointed when I first pulled them out because they had like a big mark like right here, and I put them through the wash and it looks like it did come out all the way. There were a couple other things that when I was filming the other parts, I thought I had got marks out all the way, but then when the light was on them, I saw that there was still a little bit of a mark there, so then I had to go and change my listings. But yeah, these look really, really good, and I love this wash. I think it's super, super pretty, raw hem, and yeah, 28, not too small or anything. So I think that these will do really well. I have these listed at 60, hoping to get between 40 and 50 for them, and I do have quite a few likes on them already. These also, I'm super surprised that they have a lot of likes on them. I wasn't really expecting that, but these are some pants from Gap. They are a size large, and these are really nice, I think, because they're really comfy, but you could totally dress these up like a nice chambray with an elastic waist, jogger cut. But yeah, I think I have like 7 likes on them, which never really happens with Gap pieces. Banana Republic skirt, size 6. I do expect this to sit for a while just because I don't do super well with these more business type of skirts. But this one was in really good shape, so I figured I'd give it a shot. And yeah, I was thinking that there was a little bit of wool in here, but it is just polyester, rayon, and spandex. But this is a really nice closet staple, especially if you do have to get pretty dressed up for work. This is a dress from Nasty Gal. It's a size 12. And unfortunately there is a flaw, but I decided to list it anyway. It is really, really cute, great size. I love the smock detail. And the flaw is that there's just a rip in the seam. So I think it would be a very easy repair. That's why I did decide just to go ahead and list it. but otherwise it is in really good shape. And Taylor dress, this is a size small, really adorable. This would be another good one to wear to work, or you could totally wear it to a wedding or a shower or something like that. I just love my florals so much. And this one is kind of nice too because it does have this added detail of the lace on the shoulders. I always get so many of these types of dresses in these boxes, and they're not ones that I would normally pick up at the thrift store, but they do usually sell for around that $25 to $35 mark. Just not usually quickly. But since we're going into wedding season, I'm hoping that I can move a lot of these dresses. Okay, so this is one of the most expensive pieces that I did receive. We'll see how much I'm actually able to sell it for. But this is from a brand, I think it's just PAUW, Amsterdam. That is what that tag looks like. And it says size 2, but they have their own numbering system. I believe that that works out to a size 8, so pretty solid size. And this blazer is like, it was never worn. It's in absolutely perfect condition. And like I said earlier, I'm not really a fan of, you know, workwear, business wear, but this is a gorgeous piece. Yeah, and this is 54% wool as well, so great materials. And this brand is uber expensive. I couldn't find this exact blazer, but they sell from $500 up. So because this is 54% wool, I'm guessing this is probably closer to the $700, $800 mark, but they do have many other items that sell for over $1,000. So I don't expect to get anywhere near the retail for this, but I have it listed at $125, and I would love to get, you know, $100 for it, but I'm hoping more around $75, but I will definitely accept offers. So that was a fun one. A little less exciting. This is a dress from Gap. It's a size large. And I think this is really, really cute. It's very colorful, but when I looked into it a little bit more, I found that it was supposed to come with a belt, so that's kind of a knock against it. And then I don't know if somebody like repaired a hole or something like that, but the stitching is like kind of bunched up here on the side. So I can't even remember if I actually ended up listing this one. I might have decided that there were just too many things going against it. But I don't think you would really notice that stitching on the side, and I do think it's really cute. You could add your own belt. So if I did list it, I would definitely accept like any offer. This is a vest from Miss Cynthia Rowley. It's a pretty camo one. I like that it does have that little pink peeking out, and I love that it is a size extra large. And this is in really great shape. Cynthia Rowley doesn't do great for me, but it pretty much does always sell. All right, just a few more pieces. Some of them are pretty good, so stay tuned. This one actually is pretty good. This is Halston Heritage. It's a size medium, and this is a cute dress. It's really nice and stretchy. And then the back has the kind of ruching detail. This brand is quite expensive. I don't think I'll necessarily get a whole heck of a lot for this dress, but you know, maybe around 35 or so, I'd be very happy with that. This is one from Francesca's, specifically their Me line, and it is a size large. It's a really cute sweater. I was able to find a stock photo and the model was rocking it. It does have like a little bit of puff sleeve going on, really fitted with the stripes. Would be very, very cute for fall, but in great shape. All these little tops add up. Like if I sold all these tops for $10, I'd be making my money back. This is a dress from Hinge, which I think is sold through Nordstrom. Not necessarily a super great resale value. This is a size extra small. I do like the pattern. It has like little arrows all the way throughout. More of like a mini dress. There is a little bit of washwear going on, but overall it is in good shape. Sunday Best from Aritzia. This is a size small, and it's pretty sheer, so I looked it up to see if it was missing a lining or something, but it is supposed to be a bit sheer, so you could just wear the cute little bralette underneath it. This would be adorable with just like some black high-waisted jeans to wear out at night without being too much, you know, but I really do like Aritzia pieces myself, and they do sell pretty well. This is a brand called Cooperative, size small, and this is sold through Urban Outfitters. So I wasn't sure about that. I had to look that brand up, but just so you know, if you see Cooperative, That is Urban Outfitters. Again, florals, I love it, and it is a really nice length, I think. Here's a really good one from one of my favorite expensive brands. This is from C New York, so definitely would recommend being on the lookout for that tag. Size extra small, great shape. I think this is absolutely adorable. A little tank, and then it does button up the back. Now, like pretty much all of these expensive brands, the resale is really not close usually to the retail, but I think I listed this for maybe around 40 or so, and I'm hoping to get at least 35 for this. I probably won't accept much less than that right now. But yeah, C New York is one of those brands that if I find something in my size, I'm just gonna keep it for myself. Last clothing item, and then I do have one accessory. So this is from Vintage Havana, which is not like a crazy expensive brand, but it does randomly sell quite well for me. And this is a size medium. I think that this is really nice to wear, a little bit oversized. It has like a subtle reptilian print, but this would be super cute just to wear with leggings, or you could wear it open, and it is in good condition. Just really like the color scheme going on. And then lastly, I do actually have this belt, which I feel like I never get belts in these boxes. I do get quite a lot of bras, which you would know if you saw part 1. And this is from The Limited, and it is leather, so that's very nice. The inside is a little bit separated in one part, but overall it is in good shape. You wouldn't see that when you're wearing it, and I really do like that tassel going on. So I still did list it, not for very much, and I would accept really any offer on this one. But all right, you guys, that was everything from part 3. I'll show you the rest of what I'm listing in part 4, and there's some good ones in there, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And then, like I said earlier, in part 5, I will be sharing everything that sold quickly, as well as what I'm keeping and what my mom and my sister are keeping. But if you like this video, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe. Really does help my channel out a lot. But thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.